Okay. Hey guys, this is Ophelia Celeste. I'm going to be playing some Fallen London and then A Mortician's Tale today. Hopefully we have a few less computer issues than we did the last two times. I think I'm asking maybe too much of my computer, but hey. Let's get the chat out. All right. So, where do we leave off? I think I did mark a plan for what we were gonna do today. Oh yeah. Um, so we did we already do this? Maybe, maybe not. Um, there was our devil friend. I'm fairly sure it was our devil friend. He was missing. I'm just now realizing I can add notes to this so I can maybe remind myself a little bit better about what I'm supposed to be doing week to week. Um, but we had our devil friend, and he is at Moloch Street. I think after we finished, I did do some more hunting for him. So we might be ready to do like the next major story step. Yeah. Oop. Oh, I only have five. Never mind. I think I meant to, but then I forgot. All right. All right, now I got to seven. Okay, missing first person. Find an absconding devil. The absconding devil has left a trail of mayhem, a brawl, a seduction, a complicated scheme to sell boxes of spiders to innocent widows. But again and again you hear that he's been seen in the company of a certain music hall singer. You need three pieces of evidence to track down the absconding devil. Look for more evidence of the devil's schemes. Perhaps you can divine his ultimate intention. Find the devil's lair. It'll be somewhere warm and deep. Take something to bribe the landlord. Or make inquiries about the singer. She seems to be key to this affair. We don't have that because I'm not friends with bohemians, apparently. So I have plenty of Rossi gold, but I want to do the modest challenge. Yes. Okay. A complex plan. He has been inquiring about possible investments in a steel mill and a business that imports Proconnesian marble. He has twice almost purchased tickets on a steamer for the tomb colonies. He is taken to visiting a jeweler's shop where he has learned to flirt menacingly with the shop girl. How does it all fit together? Excuse me. Oh, I'm down to. I think I'm out again. Okay. I think I need to either. I guess I can just have it. Sorry. Breathing hard. Careless talk. People can be shockingly unguarded around their assumed servants, for the few hours of your employment doors and secrets practically fall into your lap. Okay, I'm going to take the city's pulse. Vantages. There's a little alley round the back of the station. Slip through, make your way between the sheds, climb a creaking ladder, and you'll find yourself on the roof of the main concourse. From here, you can read the flow of people through the surrounding streets. Tail someone with only your eyes. Who looks out of place? Who's going where they shouldn't? Who's sneaking out the door, looking over both shoulders? Your little notebook knows all. Comb through the papers. Connection. Today's affairs seem banal on the surface, but you're not looking at the surface. Circle the right paragraphs, take the right cuttings, synthesize the right connections, and a pattern begins to emerge. All right, information broker. Something to chew on. You tear half a dozen pages from your notebook and slip them beneath a potted ficus in a hollow street honey den. By the evening, you're concerned your payment was never received. You are disabused of that notion, however, when you bite down on a wax puck that has been secreted in your supper. Breaking it open yields several feet of very illuminating ticker tape. The cobbles are slippery with a thick black moss. Your footfalls bruise it, and a scent like fresh surface rain rises. Petrichor. Okay. Go after him again. Look, I'm gonna do the moss challenge again. Okay, so same thing. I have 2 pieces of evidence now. I think I need 3. Crawl the local establishments. Every neighborhood has its dingy, forgotten hangouts. Secrets seep into the woodwork like stale beer. The metallurgy of detection. The garrulous tracklayer heard that the fabulous mudlarker saw the Bishop of Southwark in the company of just the person that you're looking for. It's nonsense, of course, but if you gather enough scraps, you can smelt them into something useful. 2 costermongers stagger past, roaring drunk, their neckerchiefs alive with the color of the night. Right, same things. Careless talk. A governess passes with a child on a leash. No, no, only a young woman and a little dog. All right. A scuffle. A pool of blood. A wild-eyed girl with a knife in either hand. The cry goes up. A Jack? Is it a Jack? She's gone, regardless. Okay. I think that's all the clues I need for now. Arrange a meeting with the singer, yeah, if you can convince her to talk to you. A very chancy challenge. Hey, I ground persuasive for a reason. uh, walk with me. You catch up with her in the street. She looks everywhere but at you as she speaks. We're going away together. Yes, it's love. You'll find it's always about love in the end. Don't interfere. Finally, she meets your eyes. I'm not a good enemy, and I don't want to see you again. All right, well, now I have 3 pieces of evidence. So what can I do now? Okay, so I need... Okay, engaged, evidence, on the trail 7. A window glows with amber light of tallow candles. Voices are raised in song. Information broker. Housekeeper. Today, something in the air makes the gas lamp sink low, burn marsh green. Last one! The wall here is splotched with luxuriant russet fungus, like the fur of something mythical. Concluding the case. A report! Your information gathering has paid off. It seems the absconding devil is about to make his move. Alright, choices. Making your name, closing the case, the absconding devil. Your informants report that the absconding devil is en route to the docks. If the evidence you've gathered is correct, he plans to elope with the music hall singer to the tomb colonies. What will you do? Report his location to the brass embassy. They're paying you, after all. Delay the music hall singer until the ship sails. Eloping with the devil. Is she mad or under some infernal charm? Warn the devil. He might be in more trouble than he knows. Leave them to it. Are they really in love? Are you best out of it, in any case? So my two choices that I like are reporting his location to the brass embassy purely because I think not doing so may cause issues down the line. Um, my other one is warn the devil. He might be in more trouble than he knows. For real. Let's see if I can look at. No, wait, that's Slay the Princess. Never mind. Okay. Well, I'm gonna be true to character and warn the devil. Ooh, okay. And then he was gone. You warn the devil that the singer will betray him, and the brass embassy is on his trail. The absconding devil puts down his suitcase and smiles a little smile that has nothing to do with humor. Of course I knew. Of course. Devils are difficult to read. He's expressionless as he takes out a handkerchief. He wipes his yellow eye and presses something into your hand before heading up the gangplank. In your hand is a teardrop-shaped diamond. Perhaps the absconding devil was playing with you. That's it. Devils are known for their sleight of hand. For good or ill, the case is over. The embassy will not pay you your fee, but you have a story to tell, and a particular diamond. All right, you have 20 flawed diamonds. The devil is gone. A touching love story. You gained 5 romantic notions. New case notes. All right. Well, not sure if that was actually my devil. Hmm. Called to account. Ah. A bleary entertainer stamps up to you in the Eclipse Tavern. Black ale sloshes out of her mug with every swaying step. He was a friend, you know, the absconding devil. She downs what's left in her cup before slamming it on your table. Tell me, what gives you the right to decide other people's lives? You're better equipped to decide than most. You know not only the facts of the case, but certain facts of life underneath. Can she say the same? You did what felt right at the time. You wished to make things turn out for the best. It was the kindest thing. You were aware of hidden depths to the situation. There was more to what happened than she could know. You steered the situation where it needed to go. You were there. That gave you the right. Who said you couldn't decide their story? They certainly weren't doing a particularly good job of it. Um, I don't remember the bit about the dancer betraying him from last week. I don't know if that was true or not. Um, but hidden depths of the situation does fit best. So, a defiant counter. You think that gives you the right? She laughs affectedly, drawing the notice of other patrons. Just because you were there, you could decide what he. She pinches the bridge of her nose and blinks fiercely. But what about I? But what about what I wanted? She runs her fingers around the rim of the mug before snatching it up, and a hand catches her wrist. The graying messenger shakes her head. Enough, madame. The bleary entertainer breaks into tears and stumbles away. The messenger bows. My master has heard of your powers of discernment. He wishes to meet with you at earliest convenience. Your name is wreathed as the rose giveth. Oh, good, my suspicion's gone again. Um, I'm making progress towards an ultimate goal, and subtle is increasing. Cool. All right. I did get this card, so I get some more actions, thankfully. I wonder if I should just do like some shorts through the week with Fall in London because 20 actions really doesn't end up being a lot, honestly. If we will load, I think my computer is trying to overheat itself again. Alright, I want to see what their card. This dude again. Just who is Blue Jack? A notorious pickpocket that usually haunts Spite, but his identity is a mystery. You think you just spotted him at work. There might be a reward. Perhaps you can describe the man you saw well enough that constables will reward you. A mind like a camera. You note down every last detail of the skilled pickpocket you saw working the crowd. The constables are pleased with your description, and they hand you the traditional reward of the clothing of hanged men. I have so many bundles of raggy clothing. All right, my computer is trying to overheat itself, so I'm going to go get the ice pack, and I will be right back. Okay, we're going. We're just gonna be janky till I can save up for a new computer. I didn't think I'd be asking that much of this, but it is what it is. Okay, I guess I will continue on with making your name a career making case. Every great detective makes their name on a notable case. Will this be yours? Solve the case of the missing heiress to unlock new stories. A good lead. You've heard whispers of a man in dire need of a detective. A name and an address. Visit the Comtesse's father. He'll tell you what you need to know. Begin the case from life on Ladybone's Road. The rattle of a passing hansom. The easy whistle of a constable as he proceeds in the direction of the docks. The soft creak of rope strung from Hangman's Arch, and the cheerful chatter of the crowd as it disperses after the hanging. Interesting. Other than the disappearing heiress one, there's a furtive duo seeks your expertise concerning tattoos. What's in that crate they've brought, and their accents? Russian? Or associate yourself with a different philosophy. Perhaps you don't like being associated with your current philosophy. With a little work, you can change the public perception of your intellectual methods. Um, the implacable method? I mean, it means to knowledge. The Neath is home to many intellectual movements, each with their own method for the attainment of knowledge. How will you demonstrate your adherence to one of these philosophies? Publish a monograph on obscure scientific minutiae. Perhaps it'll be on the relationship of lichens and stones of Hangman's Arch, or the colors of mud when mixed with Pelgan water. Specialized research like this won't sell, but it'll make you known in certain circles and add to your understanding besides. All right. I have so many things. Um, Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I mean, I'm fine for now with being a practitioner of the implacable method, but there is a couple other things you have to. I have no ruthless. I have two magnanimous and two daring. So that's interesting. I need to. Oh, there we. Interesting. Okay, never mind. Life on Ladybones Road. I do want to see the tattoo one. Advise on a tattooed corpse. There's talk you have some knowledge of Clathermont's tattoos. These gentlemen would like to speak to you about a body they can't read. Stick with what you know. Be specific and definite about the symbols you recognize. Make educated guesses. There are some symbols you are never sure of. Their faces don't give much away when you talk, but you might be able to spin out what knowledge you have and go by their reactions. Eh, you've impressed even yourself. The crocodile. That's rumors of war. Look at its tongue. Italy, I think. Here, the wheel and egg, but the egg's been tattooed over something else. The withering eye, a revolution, and the frying pan. That's something you'll understand better than me. Ooh, I got surface currency. A devil lounges against a lamppost, picking his teeth with a needle. He eyes you speculatively. Okay, there's lots of stuff going on. Babysit a troublesome aristocratic miss. Girls today gallivanting about in a quite possibly immodest number of undergarments. Fortunately for you, some of them have rich concerned fathers. Babysit a troublesome aristocratic young miss. A wealthy noble needs someone to keep an eye on his wayward daughter. The young lady is burning through her inheritance, and he wants to know where those echoes are going. The girl with mushrooms in her hat. The young lady is quick-witted and has taste for adventure. No wonder Daddy is tearing his hair out. Follow her, but don't get spotted. She seems to have many friends. Her friends probably know what she's up to. Perhaps you can charm them into a Tiny indiscretion. Um, okay. That's sidetracking from oh wait, drat. I want to go back and see what card I get. The rubbery men. The rubbery men are social outcasts. Their physiognomy is distressing, and they lack the wealth necessary for acceptable eccentricity. One approaches you now. Shake hands. The rubbery man lopes towards you, tentacles a quiver. It extends one rippling handicle. Does it want you to take it? Give it some amber. It points one gloved hand at the pocket where you're keeping the warm amber and burbles a mucus-filled question. Does it want it back? Accept a damp gift. He's proffering something that looks like a child wrapped in muddy muslins, an internal organ from some tremendous insect, an egg sac. He seems reluctant, though. Follow the rubbery man and the constable into an alley. Ooh. Ever since the tentacled entrepreneur ran for mayor, the constables have done more to protect the rubbery men, but specials don't work for free. You could intercept the protection payment. Leave a few more. Can I get favors? That one gets me a favor. I think that one reverses a favor. I don't know what Amber does, so let's see. It snuffles in gratitude. Why do you find yourself thinking instead that this one is she? Regardless, it or she hands you a slimy fistful of more ordinary deep amber. All right. Now I have two favors, so that's good. All right, back to the main story. Sorry about the sidetracking. Making your name the disappearing heiress. Her father is desperate, but he has a low opinion of the constabulary. He would like to engage your services. A tragic tale. The adventurous Comtessa has been gone for 3 days. Her father's strong books lies mangled on the study floor. Daddy will give anything to see that money again. And his darling little girl, of course, that goes without saying. Okay. Ooh, case difficulty is now 8. So I think that's how many things I have to do to make a clue. All right. Pursue your current case, pounding the streets, filling up far too many notebooks. Where will you store them all? Realistically, it is a problem. I have so many. Leading on anyone who might have something to hide. It's a living. When you're actually getting paid for it, that is. These options are slow and steady. If you have favors with London's factions, you can make progress more quickly via their opportunity cards. How do I do that, though? Dang, I should have waited and seen. Um, if the rubbery men could have. Ah, rude. There's so many. They take so many energy. Okay. Ask anyone with an interest. Track down leads through sheer persistence. Um, put together scraps of information. Didn't you hear something about this? Find whispered hints from performing other tasks in Lady Bones Row. Use them up to progress more quickly. Joke's on you! I've been grinding. A kind of answer. It's not the truth, but it'll do until the truth arrives in person. I failed. Sadness. But I did gain progress. Let's see. Something like sense. Yes. Yes, that would work. Okay. I got 6. Detective's progress. Needed 10. Okay, so I need 3 evidence total. I think I'm going to need 10 each time. Ooh, interesting. Oh, I don't have any souls. Okay, so I guess that means that's when I can do it. But a development. Revisit the lady's favorite haunts. You know enough about the Comtesse's taste to follow her trail. One of her friends will know something. Interrogate the manservant. Claymen are not renowned for their chattiness. The Comtesse manservant, 7 foot of cracked mud in a damp tuxedo, is taciturn even by their standards. Will he crumble under your questioning? All right, so um equal odds. But I've chatted with Claymen before. Yay! The passion of a Clayman. Was that a glint of a tear, or just a bit of quartz? In either case, it is clear that the manservant cares deeply for the missing Comtesse. You managed to coax 3 words from him. She is beneath. Alright, that's important. I'm going to note that down. Alrighty. Okay, I'm gonna give myself 10 more seconds to get a card. I do wonder how I can get more cards at once because there's always like 6 cards waiting. Surface ties, the admirer. When you came to the Neath, you left an admirer behind. Who was this admirer? Someone you used for gain. You never loved them. You didn't even like them. You used them. Using people and throwing them away is what you do. One of a long line of admirers. They frequently fall in love with you. It happens often enough to be a considerable inconvenience. You are too charming for your own good, it seems. You do try to let them down gently, but that doesn't always work. The true love that you had to abandon. You will never forget your love, and you doubt you will ever love another, but you came down here for a reason, and you will not be denied. A protege in the arts. Naturally, your work had admirers. This one was persistent, however, and showed promise. But your new life in the Neath leaves no time for hangers-on. Okay, dramatic. Um, honestly, mid. I'm gonna discard that one. Or it might not let me. Oh, we're ignoring it for now. Whoops. Well, some year will advance. There we go. Maybe. Oh, wait, I don't actually. Maybe it'll let me. Okay, there we go. Continue the case of the missing heiress. She's out there somewhere, so that's safe. Press on. It's only a matter of time until you find her. Okay, persons of interest. I don't have a lot of chance with this, so we'll see. A face in the crowd. They saw you, though you'd seen them first. Failed. I only got one detective's progress. Okay, follow a lead. Are they a suspect? A witness? Inklings of identity, you needed 8. And heirs of London, 91, 4. Do I have to use 91 heirs of London? Dang, that's expensive. Okay. What about this one? 86 through 95. Damn. Okay. Um, reason it out. Start from the beginning. What do we know for certain? I'm going to reason it out just because I only have so many inklings of identity. I can get this easily enough. But I'm not I don't have a good way to get these. I might look at that once we're out of actions. No! One step forward, 2 steps back. The picture begins to resolve. But what is it you're missing? A phaeton roars past. The crowd scatters. The horses roll their eyes desperately. 2 tomb colonists sit cackling in the back. All right. So I didn't use too many. And I have a lot of romantic notions. So I'll use romantic notions. To love, the heart, cause of so many unwise choices. Yeah, or I could just grind at the one pub, which is what I did to get my persuasive up. The piece that wouldn't fit. It was rash, foolish, out of character. But if they did it for love, you succeeded in watchful. Da, 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 da. Okay, cool. Okay, I got some actual progress. I have 6 now. Got 4 this time. High above the false stars glimmer. Did one of them move? Okay. Damn. I would like. I have plenty of booze. Um, but it is very hard. How long? 4 minutes? Okay, let's do some. I want to see if I can figure out how to. Foxmark Cash Memory of Distant Shores. Okay. Where is my rumor? I can't use them. I feel like well, okay, so I think I should be able to use them to make others, but I don't know. All right, well, I suppose these are all from. Ooh, that's why. Why are diamonds so hard to find down here? Does Mr. Stones really keep them all for itself? You can acquire these in various opportunities. Do do do. Can I use this? Where do I use this? How do I use them? All right. Well, um, I'd trade. Oh, I've got a lot of silk scraps. Um, I am gonna, well, let's see. Let's see if there's anything interesting to buy. Well, that's persuasive. This is dangerous. This adds watchful. Dangerous and persuasive. Only £12, 80. Um, dangerous 6. That is very expensive though. Dangerous 7. Kiefers, bit more so. Shadowy 7, dangerous 10, shadowy 8, dangerous 4. Rat work watch. Interesting. Frankly, that's probably the best one. Just like on, but I mean, I'm nowhere near having enough for £450. So, we'll think about it. I mean, maybe I'll splurge for the tasseled sword cane. Maybe. I currently have my bonnet. And then we jump up like crazy. Snuffer's face? Interesting, that's wild. I think I did want the fecund amber tiara. Or devilish fedora. I'm afraid exceptional hats we shall not be in the market for you. Um, Avid glove. I don't love those two. And then that jumps up well past what I can afford. Ooh, corseted dress. Dangerous and persuasive. Which one? I feel like there was one. Oh, I think I just wanted that one for the name. Parabola linen frock. Although it is. Not technically. Oh no, this is shadowy and persuasive. Okay. Um, boots. I've got no boots. Nope, that's roots. Whoops. Um, I have shiny shoes. Persuasive. Shadowy, persuasive, dangerous. Smock of 4,308 pockets. This is just stuffs. Although, hello. Interesting. Oh, these are all just the Mr. Chimes Lost and Found. Interesting. Okay, am I buying anything? I think I might get the walking stick. Do I currently have £5.50. Yeah. And then I have like a lot of booze. I think, what was it? It was like 11 something. I'll sell some moon pearls. I'll sell like 2,000 moon pearls. Oh, not 2,000, 200. Tasseled sword cane. Ah, 30 more. All right, come here, my pretty. And we are an improvement. All right. Ooh, I should look in adornments. Pardon me. I'm going to. Don't seize for gentlemen. Hmm. Here we go. Neath glass goggles. Light drinking cravat. Venom ruby lure. Neath glass persuasive and grok. All right. Well, broke. Maybe that's what it is. Well, I kind of need some dangerous. What's the pawnbrokers? Huh. Interesting. Bohemians. Criminals. In. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, okay. Um. All right. Frequent key locations. The places that have been important in this case, perhaps they're worth revising. A pattern is forming. Strangers, bystanders, eyewitnesses, and just possibly a familiar face. Shadows lay still, here where there's no sun to move them. Sometimes they shiver in the candlelight. All right. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Well, I have 2 minutes until we have another energy, and I do want to. I think this is how. No, go back. Yeah, development. Um, Still have starving poet. Don't know how I got onto that, but it is what it is. Ooh, I can put something on my mantelpiece. My fish. Scrapbook status. Um, hmm, hmm, hmm. Interesting. Honestly, reoccurring dreams, death by water. Okay. Feel like I'm making decent headway. Ooh, okay. Let's see. Favors, favors, and favors. 2 favors for Hell and the Rubbery Men. 1 for everyone else. Uh, Identified with the tradition. The Adventurous is correspondence course, which extols the principles of exploration, survival, and soldiering. Fair. Um, I am waiting for something to help with my wounds. Wow, there's a lot of different ones. The Absconding Devil. So it wasn't my unlucky devil friend. And I haven't heard back from my mysterious benefactor. When did I do that? Huh. Alright. Back to the story for but a moment. Do I not have... Alright. I'll look at our favorite haunts. Connected to the clay. A bespectacled young devil behind the counter at Dante's Grill saw the Contessa last night. She had a companion, he says, a large gentleman with a muddy complexion, if you know what I mean. Are you going to order something, or do I have to fetch Milo? A clayman? This is worrying news. Claymen, especially the unfinished ones, can be dangerous. You hurry back to the Comte with the information. All right. How many more do I need? I need 3. It's so pricey. All right, well, we'll leave that there. And we'll do a Mortician's Tale for a bit. How do I delete these? Because I keep getting some random spam ones. No, I suppose I can clear. No, I wanted to clear. Come on. Well, we'll continue on. March 3rd, 10:45 a.m. All right. Chad Grant. We are pleased to bring on Rose and Daughters as part of Hillside Heritage Enterprises Incorporated. They will be another institution amongst hundreds of other properties owned across the country. But of course, as part of the adjustment process to the Hillside Heritage Enterprises that's too long. Incorporated culture. There will be a number of changes that will come to Rose and Daughters. We will send out the memo regarding the specifics and details of these changes, and we expect them to be followed impeccably. Glad to be leading the way for Rose and Daughters from now on. CEOs. Different funeral traditions. From Funerals Monthly. Funeral rites, even in our own culture, may be something many of us may be unfamiliar with. For many people, all they know of funeral traditions are what they've seen in media. But, and as I think this goes without saying, funeral rites and traditions aren't the same across the board. Different cultures have different protocols for cleaning the body to different aspects of the service itself. Religion provides different paths for dealing with a death, but the goal is almost always the same: offering support, guidance, and ease to the people who are grieving. In Judaism, interment usually begins immediately after someone has passed. Up until burial, the body is never supposed to be alone, so often families will appoint a shomer, a guardian, to remain with the body. Preparations for burial begin as soon as possible in Muslim traditions as well. Local Islamic community organizations are also often involved and help the family make arrangements for the funeral service and burial. But not all practices are strictly religiously focused. In the aughts in South Korea, the amount of graveyard space began to shrink drastically, causing a law to be passed that required families to remove a loved one's body from its burial place after 60 years. Many families began to cremate more often, but there are also companies that compress remains into beads in a turquoise, pink, or black called death beads. This also occurs in North America, Europe, and Japan, but it remains much more common in South Korea because of the space issue in graveyards and the expenses of cremation. And not all practices are somber either. Ever hear of the turning of the bones, or Famadihana, a ritual by the Malagasy people of Madagascar? Famadihana has families return to an ancestral crypt, exhume the bodies wrapped in cloth before dancing with the bodies to lively music. This practice is a celebration, remembrance, and a way of keeping the deceased involved in family news. Death can be a difficult time for many people, obviously, but that doesn't mean there isn't a beauty in the ways we choose to honor and celebrate our deceased. Jen. Alright. You're invited to attend a death cafe. Come increase awareness of death with a view of helping people make the most of their finite lives. Join us, have a tea and cake, and talk with others about our thoughts, fears, and illuminations on death. The founder of the Death Cafe movement, John Underwood, once said, "When people talk about death and dying, it tends to illustrate their humanity." See everyone at the Upside Down Jar next Thursday. Can't really write much right now. I have a lot of work I have to do with an inguinal hernia from 1750. It's the oldest in our collection, and you can even see this bit of paper the surgeon put in after removing the hernia. Super cool. I'll send you the link when we have it cataloged. What is my life? What is that sentence I just typed? But anyway, this event that I'm forwarding to you is taking place near you. Figured you'd be into it. Might help with that feeling of restlessness you were talking about before. Could be good to talk about some of the things you're feeling. Lots of death positive people there. Sounds like it'll be a safe space. Okay. Oh no. Matthew. Matthew Jeffrey. Can I just say, first off, that this is bull crap? Knowing how these corporations run, I wouldn't be surprised if they're monitoring our emails now. No, okay, I don't really believe that. You should, Matthew! I'm just upset. I get that Amy didn't have much of a choice. You can only fight a huge corporation taking all of your business for so long. This isn't fixed 6 feet under. And they just swooped in and now we have to deal with their BS practices. They're colder than the corpse I picked up from the morgue this morning. Who charges this much for funerals? It feels dirty and exploitative. Let's grab a drink after work. I need to blow off some steam, and emails aren't really the most appropriate place to do this. Too late for me, I guess. P.S. If you're reading this, Hillside Overlord. Good. Okay, well that's, Okay, so... Rose and Daughters, operated by blah blah blah. Rose and Daughters is newest funeral home to join Hillside Heritage, proudly serving 56 different communities nationwide since 1964. Rose and Daughter catering available on site. I feel like this is different. It probably would have hit more if I'd read or like done this straight through. We offer many packages to suit every size of gathering and budget. Ask us about our selection of caskets, urns, and headstones, the largest in the country. Bronze funeral package, an intimate gathering and memorial for your loved one, customized to fit your individual needs. Best suited for groups of 25 to 50. Silver. 50 to 100. Gold. Give your loved one the best we have, with the best we have to offer. A large gathering to celebrate your loved one, best suited for groups over 100. Subject to additional fees and taxes. Payment plans available. I noticed that they didn't say what the price was. Oh, I can close? Oh, I can do other things? Maybe I can just walk around. Yeah, okay. Chad. Charlotte, below are the details for our next client, ensuring you follow the requested specifications exactly. After you're done, I will review your work in order to properly evaluate at the end of the month. Of course you are. Thank you, Mr. Grant, for agreeing to take care of Jocelyn's cremation. The bike accident was, well, it was more than I was expecting. I know she wanted to be cremated, and to be honest, I don't think I could bear seeing her like that after what happened. Okay, that's sad. All done. Matthew will take Miss ionescos are into the funeral parlor and present it alongside some flowers. Should we do a village on it? Sorry, I sort of. Wow, I just glass wine to watch now. I have to call for things. How am I supposed to decide? I need help. No, thanks. I mean, no. So, it feels like she myself. She's kill me. There's something that. Yeah, she was gonna close with that too. Yeah, she was special. She's all war him. It's like no lanes afterwards. Can you pay attention? Have you got some driver? No, I haven't asked you. This is her time. Leave room. All this. Yeah, I know this is what we have. She's got they forget with themselves. So that's blocking her body. She's 30. Oh. Let's start with this one. Home funerals. Why do it? The appeal of a home funeral is different for many, especially if the deceased was someone very close to you. The idea of keeping them at home until they are ready to be buried or cremated can be comforting. It wasn't that long ago that we were taking care of our own deceased, but nowadays people are quick to pass off their loved ones to a funeral home. Most families aren't given the option and assume this is mandatory. Funeral homes will almost always pair the deceased using embalming and other methods to make them appear more alive. But isn't this process counterintuitive to the grieving process? Being around the deceased allows the bereaved to spend a longer period of time with their loved one's body, which can help them mourn and give opportunity to family members and friends to see the deceased one last time before they are taken to be buried or cremated. The idea of keeping the deceased body at home might sound gross, but it's important to understand that decomposition takes a long time, and you can first slow this process by keeping your home cool and dry. To be around your loved ones and to see them decay naturally is an important part of the grieving process. Home funerals aren't just more intimate, but they are economical. A traditional funeral, complete with body preparation, service, flowers, cards, and many other hidden costs and fees, can cost upwards of $7,000 to $10,000. When you're able to take care of your loved one yourself, to wash and dress them, and to organize their viewing from home, the only cost remaining is entirely in the cremation or burial itself. However, it's important to understand that different rules apply given on what state you live in. In all states, it is legal to have your loved one's body at home after they die. States like Alabama, Connecticut, Illinois, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, Nebraska, New Jersey, and New York require a funeral director's involvement, from signing the death certificate to overseeing burial or cremation. If this is a route you decide to go for yourself or your loved ones, make sure you follow everything by the book. But just know that this may be an option available to you and your loved ones, if so choose. Jen? That's so short. Dr. Zayas, I just saw a video of a gorilla walking on its hind legs, like a human being, Charlie, a human being. We, as a species, have seen the beginning of our end. Interesting. Green burial policy. From Chad. I reviewed your request on behalf of a potential family inquiring if we at Hillside Heritage Enterprises Incorporated can and will perform green burials. I should have informed you of this in the beginning, but we do not perform green burials as they are not cost effective. All employees and subsidiaries of Hillside Heritage Enterprises Incorporated must comply. We do not wish to lose potential customers, though, so do try your hardest to convince the families requesting green burials to instead choose a traditional burial package, complete with embalming, caskets, and vaults instead. I trust you will ensure we do not lose any customers, Charlotte. Fuck you, Chad. Jesus Christ. Okay. Chat again. As stated in a previous email, here are the new rules and code of conduct I expect you to follow from now on, while on any premises belonging to Hillside Heritage Enterprises Incorporated. First and foremost, there is a required uniform and strict dress code from now on. Second, most importantly to this, is that no tattoos are to be visible. If you have visible tattoos, ensure they are properly covered and hidden. When speaking with customers and clients, consider the opportunity to upsell, i.e., always encourage the deceased loved ones to purchase higher quality package. We find that encouraging loved ones to think of the comfort and style of the deceased as an experience with no price limit on it. Well, you can certainly put a price tag on it. Additionally, food is no longer allowed to be brought in. Instead, encourage the deceased loved ones to purchase our premium sandwich and appetizer food package. Our partner catering concept provides high-quality food that will be delivered weekly from their factory and can easily be defrosted the morning of the funeral. I expect all of the above changes to be instituted effective immediately to ensure a smooth transition into the high-quality services Hillside Heritage Enterprises Incorporated is known for. Matthew. Charlie, I need a drink. Beer after work? P.S. Also, I really want mozzarella sticks. I can be both hungry and angry. No, I will not say hangry, ever. I'll say it for you, Matthew. Oh my god. Disgraceful. Okay, same deal. Same bullshit. Latest contract acquisition, the city. I'm proud to announce that Hillside Heritage Enterprises Incorporated received a contract with the city to dispose of any unclaimed bodies. This is an important revenue stream. An important revenue stream for us, and I'm sure I don't need to explain to you, Charlotte. Although Hillside Heritage Enterprises Incorporated is being paid a decent wage from the city for those services, cremation is referred here as the more cost-efficient of the two options. The first unclaimed body we will be handling belongs to a middle-aged man, possibly homeless. The body is yet to be claimed. No special preparations are needed for this cadaver, aside from cremation. Before we cremate, this gentleman will need to prepare his body. He doesn't seem to have any valuables on him that would be damaged during cremation, so let's just worry about putting his identification tag into the coffin with him. This gentleman is all set to be cremated now. Well, then Matthew will take the urn to the funeral parlor and present it alongside some flowers. Oh, we allowed to hold him. Okay, let's go to funerals monthly verse. Be a little less sad. However, not drink water commission. Take holiday things like flame a bit of nothing but let it slide. Or perhaps resumation. It's a technique though. It's actually alkaline hydrolysis. Whoever we want to call it. Ooh, excuse me. Whatever we want to call it, it's here and it's an environmentally friendly alternative to traditional cremation. But for the sake of this newsletter, let's call it water cremation. We all know that traditional cremation and burials take a huge toll on the environment, and high energy consumption adds to the greenhouse gas effect, being one chief among them. Modern cremation is an alternative method available to you consciousness. How does it work? It's basically a water chemical process that uses really strong alkaline water heated up very hot, 350 degrees Fahrenheit. It basically works as a production of natural decomposition. Excess water gets put through the same water treatment process as any sewage water factory, and alkaline hydrolysis uses significantly less energy than traditional cremation processes. Neat, but it's not a bit. In some places, became legal in the end of the first decade. Not a bad alternative, those don't want to have a greater impact on the environment necessary. Jen, no, I thought you were going to be this one. Dating a special ex-makeup artist, and she's like the coolest person I've ever met in my life. She totally loves the possession and is equally freaked out with the possession scenes, but so utterly delighted at the idea of a support group for people who've been possessed. That was your best recommendation. You were slipping there. I was worried you had lost your taste. But your name is Lily, and she's super positive and isn't freaked out from her. Also, isn't too good at last. I can't remember. I just really any time remember. I can talk about whatever I want, and it's never a conversation for her. She also told us, I mean, when they working with death is so much, I'm thinking of actually being happier. It makes everything else so much more worth it, you know? How much more your what it was in that one coach class. It's clicks. Feels good. I never like shitty. I'm thinking her to make one of those. Two super roller coaster of sharing king. Or, you know, I want to rub their eyes. It's so cute. Then maybe I'll be on the first wheel. Be super corny close once in my life. And I found for now. I'm still kind of in shock from you asking, do you think you're gonna do it? No, you have to 100%, no matter what you decide. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use it. Actually, I've been 2 weeks of this. You know how unhappy I am. Working for my Korean one. My skills, my dry ones. I just want to try to myself. But I am right now. You're too good for this corporate. You have to care about the people you work for and work with. Don't feed, okay? You're so next, so you can talk carefully. Latest time, conclusion. Hostile. Your building has heritage and tries to incorporate such areas and others. Just sign a contract for the gospel, allowing us to all captors come through the pediatric training books. Pediatric training. Excited the option to work formally hospital, which takes over with patients and receives over $50 million funding in donations annually. There's no doubt that heritage and Enterprise Incorporated bright and sustained future. Okay, let's read through this one. James Grant. Running last time we spoke, my daughter and I would still prefer to him being around something until she's too worried. I just want to make sure she's her check so I don't know. We just want to make sure she doesn't box it off. From chat. I figured I home. I should request it on your wife to a traditional practice. I want you guys to know with us will be beautiful internet. Take having all her blood from them comes out and say goodbyes. I don't want to allow everyone to be your wife, assuring that everyone can see and finalize beautiful, peaceful, and courageous. Letting it take care of with her purity service will ensure you have something to worry on this day. You guys are going through hard right now. This year, our daughters makes still time a little bit of you. Breaking through fucking nose. James Grant. Can take the traditional cheating package. Thank you for considering this time. Charlotte, I see you're not able to convince me to take a stand of funeral. I've gone to them myself in order not to lose this sale. Please read the enclosed mail for us and how to bring up potential customers. I don't want to see that we lost many customers because we refuse to upsell. It's part of job. I know I'm supposed to angry about this, but I'm angry about it. Oops, that's not proper. I sent to care of this because this was also a good it's just better. Oh, but congratulations. Charlie, I'm proud of you. I knew this when I do for others. If there's anything you do for you, not need to ask. I'm always happy to have this as so I you from Matthew's article here. Don't have to be now. This is not out. Hey Charlie, that's the first article that wasn't wasn't scary. Listen, I say, I like this. And then get 100 my skills since I'm working for a star at school. Sorry, Charlie. Can't believe that. Pretty sure I said the most important part of my job, not one thing. I immediately. I don't know how to tell you. For something I was worried about last week, but I don't know why you've never been the judgmental minds. And besides, courses are way easier to tell children. Screaming children. My dad actually love it. It's gonna be pretty good telling me that I told you that. She's always harping on me for not having kids and being all cynical about them. Congrats on your business, Charlie. I got you. Also buy a new face one day and show my new wheels. You can throw a biggie. Congratulations on your business. Charlie's so happy for you. It's rough for you. Seriously, I think everyone tanks up a bazillion for a Sundays. But you stuck it all like a champ. You deserve this. Finding your own bosses will play with you. No more having to plan anything you don't want to do. I'm trying to speak to you right now. Can't wait to next part of it. To check your news space. Yes. I heard about some real pods. What time to like my $1 million on the house? I'll do it for you. From Liam. Dear Charlie, today's the day already, isn't it? I can't believe I this come out. Thank you for your studying and your work. We've made space your own. So you're working. For us. Okay. Magnolia Forest, Funeral Home, National Burial Work. Our service. The Magnolia Forest, named after Magnolia trees around the funeral home, specializes in funerals and burials and national burial work. Our goal is to connect families and encourage them to have those relations with death and the dying process. The death of a loved one can be confusing and sometimes traumatic time. We want you to feel fully involved in your loved one's after decisions. Whether you're looking to care for your loved one from the comfort of your home, be present with your cremation, pray them in a natural cemetery. Magnolia Forest is here to work with you and provide these simple, intimate, and meaningful acts. Natural burial work. Our natural burial work allows you to return to earth and live naturally. It is intended as an environmentally sustainable alternative to existing funeral practices. Our hearts are for all sizes and ages, as well as the loved ones. Families also have the option to bury their loved ones themselves. They so choose. Basis. People have been being transparent about our rights and practices. We are happy to explain all the prices, work within your budget, and to make you feel comfortable and confident in your decisions. Let us know if you can answer any questions. Home funeral, $1,000 all inclusive. Green Berlin service, $2,250 for bills, inclusive. In the at no charge. We can provide a 3-night pocket opening and closing birth. Direct from cremation, $600 all inclusive. Source. How to get your thought. So much. Thank you for bringing the information all this time. Anyway, everybody has a nap. This. Caitlin Dowdery. Oh goodness. That got me. And my cat's cousin Kay. Delilah, get down! Get down! No! Delilah! Delilah. Devil! Oh my god. Okay. Well, um, from what I hear of the funeral industry, I think we got to see just about everything in that one. From a mom and pop that gets taken over and to the newest practices that are going more individual again. That was really interesting. There was a lot of stuff I did know, some stuff I didn't know, and it probably would have it hit hard. It was, but it probably would have hit hard if I played all the way through immediate, like from the get go. Ugh, that that got me. um, yeah. Um, let's see. He was all the way up here. Nope. Okay. Mortician's Tale. Yeah, it took me 90 minutes to go through it all. What? Where's Tales from the Crypt Sweeper? Ah, how do I get there? Use the map. Whoops. I'm still distraught. Okay. Where are the clay quarters? Here we go. The entrance to the clay quarters. Beneath London are a myriad of tunnels dug deep into the earth. The claymen regularly close old entrances and carve out new ones. It is rare that the same route can be used twice. Enter the clay quarters. Where do the claymen go when they aren't working? Is it true they've dug a city for themselves underneath Ladybones Road? Okay, whispered hints, moon pearls. All right, I can go to clay quarters now. Digging deeper, the clayman stares at you blankly, shifting his laden hod from one shoulder to another. He's the one, though. When you produce a pouch of moon pearls, his impassivity disappears. The pearls vanish into a huge gray hand. He leads you hastily into a reeking alley beneath a burnt-out public house. As he keeps a nervous watch, how singular to see a clayman fidget. You heave open the doors to the beer cellar. A tunnel in the middle of the floor burrows deep under the city, its loamy walls crawling with softly luminous beetles. Okay, I got it all. Okay, I have like 1 minute. Um, okay, I guess the first time, I suppose. It'll be navigate the labyrinth. We suspect the missing Comtessa is somewhere in the Glade quarters, far beneath Lady Bones Road. The other option would be disguise yourself. On the other hand, why skulk in the tunnels? Slap a bit of mud on your face and ask directions from the real clayman. I feel that's a tough one. But we'll see if I can get it on the first try. Yay! Useful stuff, string. After many hours, you reach a cavern lit with foxfire candles. The space is crammed with clay men. At its center, on a dais, stands an unfinished stone replica of the missing Comtesse. You must confront her abductor, far beneath the city. The tunnels are unnaturally quiet as you descend. The clay manservant is waiting for you, beside the statue of his missing mistress. She is become stone, he says in slow, clotted, loam speech. Sprach. She loved me. I stole from her father, so that we might escape. Now we shall be stone together. The working is almost finished. She cannot be flesh again. You stare at the statue. A pair of frightened green eyes stare back at you. Obviously, I'm going to um, smash it and set her free. But I don't have any more actions. It is 8 minutes until I have that. Um, and I don't see. Let's pop this open, see if I can. I can't travel right now. So I would have gone to the carnival, but I'm currently stuck. So 7 minutes. Um, Interesting. All of these. Hmm, haven't really gone through all those. Um, do I have any messages? Okay. Oh, did my wounds? Yay, my wounds faded. Um, Maybe if I'm careful this week, my wounds can drop. um, to nothing. That they're currently scratches and bruises. I don't know that my scandal's gonna completely go away though. I keep seeming to do it. Professional payments, all of the above. Myself. Okay, we kind of looked over a bunch of these. I can't click through here. Progress? Oh, never mind. Um, Venture. Nah. Okay. Well, bizarre. Uh, okay. Wait, what's this? A line and the only guide who is to who is reliably whom in fallen London. Use this to increase your renown, society equality by spending favors, society. Interesting. Oh, these are all for the various. things. This is stuff in general. It is so fake that he can sell moon pearls for 3 pence, and I only can sell them for one. I could have sworn maybe it had more moon pearls than I thought. Oh yes, I can get help. Alluring accomplice. Hmm. Okay, this is getting all sorts of stuff. Land a ooh. Well, I don't have that. Smoky Flophouse Dormitory. Please, noise, smoke, rubber men squealing as they're dragged out, back, and murdered. But you meet the most fascinating people. Um, allows 3 cards in my hand. Marsha's. This is the place for you if you're some sort of psychophilic hermit, perhaps. You see strange things out here. Also, 3 cards. So that's the answer to how I get more cards. Cottage by the observatory. Also 3 cards. The blind men at the observatory sell these to people who don't mind occasionally being assaulted by predatory fungus in the middle of the night. Gambling den. Noisy when it's open, noisier when someone forgets to bribe the constables and they stage a raid. But the conversation's good. That's way too many. Key to your rooms above a bookshop. Rooms on 3 levels above a winding, dusty stair, lots to read, and no shortage of interesting customers. 450 whispered hints. Handsome townhouse. Let's see, graceful, well appointed, with a respectable address and a number of wide, airy rooms. Airy, if they weren't a mile underground, anyway. Alright, all of these are just 3, so is everything that I can vaguely try to afford 3? Yeah, key to a brass embassy guest room. Let's see, the luxury is sinful. The staff are always polite. Warm? I'll say it's warm. Good cigars, urbane conversation, and just the slightest possibility of accidental damnation. Allows 4 cards. And holy moly. Um, well, I mean, we needed over 1,000 souls for that one. 40,000 drop of prisoner's honey. I don't know how many I have, but I definitely don't have anywhere near that many. For the Royal Bethlehem. Um, lock your door or you don't know who you might wake up in bed with. Also 4 cards. Um, lengthy lease to premises at the bazaar. 4 cards. The finest of addresses, a shop front and a handsome set of rooms above it, on a street where they sell brass lanterns, blood ampoules, and some sort of evil snail thing that cures gout. Okay, so maybe that's long term. Like hella long term. But I mean, I'm gonna buy this one. Do I have enough frosty gold? No. Apparently not. How much frosty gold do I have? I am short. I'm gonna have to fight some people. Well, that's a goal for this week. Maybe I'll come back and y'all will see. I live in a new place. That gives me 3 cards. But in the meantime, we have 16, 13, 10, 7, 5, 2, 0. Wait, wait. Oh no, I didn't realize. She can't be flush again. Oh no. I thought I could free her. Oh, oh, oh no. Oh no. Okay, okay, let's think. Let's think. Did she love him? I need to get better at writing down notes. This is what this case has taught me. Is she frightened of being stone, or is she frightened of my preventing her? I guess the question is existence at all a better fate than ending? Oh my goodness. I thought I could. I forgot this is a horror game. I thought I could free her. Well, a trophy wife. Uh, whatever your motives, you leave the Clayman to complete his infernal work. Perhaps the Contessa really does love him. Perhaps she will enjoy her new life in the roots of the city. Your life still awaits you above. Yeah, that would give me nightmares. Oh shit, I got rusty. I can't. Oh my god. Oh wow, that gave me a lot of watchful. Ah. Okay. Well, the Clayman liked me. The burden of truth. The Comtesse's father sits with impeccable posture. An empty bottle of port rests on his desk. His empty strong box still rests on the floor. A portrait of the Comtesse hangs over the mantel, barely visible in the light of the dying hearth. So, he says, looking past you, you must have encountered many distressing sights in your work. How do you live with what you know? The anchoress's promise. All shall be well, and all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. The implacable's lesson. It is better to swallow a single hard truth than a thousand soft lies. The unconfined is delight. All truths are valuable, the more painful ones especially so. Your own mental fortitude. Mysticism, rationalization, or radical nonsense won't help. You've only got yourself to rely on. Ah! Ah! Oh my goodness. Well, I think I'm gonna have to go with unconfined this time. Um, but I've got 4 minutes. Um, suppose I'll buy my house. Uh, 'Penstock's lips tighten. He hands the key to you wrapped tightly in a square of silk to avoid the necessity of touching it. I don't think I can use it yet. Because I'm still yeah, I'm in a story. Shadow! Sorry. My dog is being a No! Hey, stop it. She's being a menace. All right. Well, um, I suppose we could. Uh, let's see what else we can do for another 2 minutes 30. Uh, just so we can maybe give the man, you know, an answer. I feel bad. Okay, so I have 38 drop prisoners, honey. So that is like insanely expensive. I can imagine getting that many whisper hints for like the last one. But Memory of Light. Interesting. Cryptic clues. Um Although I'll need to stop converting because you can convert the whispered hint to cryptic clues, and I believe cryptic clues can go to something else. I believe appalling secrets. And that's why I didn't have quite as many cryptic clues. You can probably convert those back though, maybe, I don't know. What's Trumpowski? Oh, that's the fancy stuff. Americans Exchange, Jew, Labor. Camels, I wonder what those are. Calliope of the Yowler. She will serenade you from your shoulder as close to your ear as possible. Goes in your clothing slot. Maybe this is a pet. Hmm. Benvolio, the bacon thief. He moves with surprising speed for one of his heft. Faster than your fork, certainly. He goes in the glove slot. Do you just start wearing cats at a certain point? I think so. A frond nuzzles against the nape of your neck. It coils close, seeking comfort. The heart catcher yearns for home. Oh, very scourge of fragile ornaments. He's so cute. A push here, a nudge there, all while maintaining eye contact. It's still a cat. I don't have enough. Gustave, the ankle weaver. Apparently friendly, particularly prone to making affectionate overtures on the stairs. In the dark. Boot slot. Love-sickened seneschal. He's a mere wisp of his former self, coiled close to your feet for comfort. as if he were no more than a mere cat. For reference, if you can't see on the video, that's a tiger. Ornamental storm in a teacup is a weapon. A miniature roiling reflection of an unquiet god. A label tied to the ear reads, "Do not drink." Ostentation. Ostentatious paisley suit. Brush, bold, quite possibly illegal. Many fabrics are allowed, but few have such radical opinions. The paisley consents to be worn as clothing. Okay, this is wild. Wild. Sebastian the Nocturnal Smotherer, your sleeping face is so very comfortable. A firm conviction of the absence of the supernatural. There's always a rational explanation if your system of logic is expansive enough. And it's a hat? Okay. Okay. Absolutely wild. The eldest daughter. Okay. Those will be interesting. Okay. Back to the story. And I'm very sorry, father dude. Um, Unconfined delight, all truths are valuable, more painful ones especially so. Oh, I lost all my magnanimous. Sad. A harsh truth. Her father's features darken with impotent rage. He raises his chin. Is that true for the soulless epidemic? The abdominal brass embassy? And you, unable to even bring back my... He shakes his head and gestures that you should leave. You're most often associated with the unconfined. I can't believe I lost my magnanimous. All right, well, okay. This has been quite the session. We finished up the Devil's storyline. He left the city. He did not take his leveler with him. And then we had this missing heiress one who turned into a statue down below. I didn't smash her. Um, yeah. Mortician's Tale was good. Uh, okay. Sorry, this is. I thought the